Welcome back, everybody, one more time to the San Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room video for the week of high-low wines. High-low wines are all about budget-friendly wines as well as high-end wines. I want to apologize in advance if you hear any background noise, but as everybody knows here right on Bonita in front of the shop in Old Town San Dimas, there's some work going on, so we're probably going to hear a little bit of construction in the background. Apologize in advance for that, but we will go ahead and get through this. And let's go ahead and start on wine number one. I love this wine, and I'm glad that we have it. This is made by M. Chapoutier, Michel Chapoutier. This is their 2014. This is their Bilaho Rosé, which comes from Roussillon, which is in the Languedoc region. 55% Grenache, 45% Syrah. It's all fermented and aged in stainless steel. Has all those hallmark flavors of good rosé, bone dry, mineral, fruity. I just call this a happy wine because when you serve it really chilled, it just has those really nice strawberry, watermelony kind of notes that, to me, just put a smile on your face. So please enjoy this. And out of the Oak Knoll district in Napa Valley, we've got the Raphael at Phil's. This is the 2013 Chardonnay. Love this wine once again. This one's picked a little bit early, so it does maintain a level of acidity, which does throw some people off. It is aged in oak for 7 months. It does go through 100% malolactic fermentation, so it does have that creaminess, and it is also partially aged on the lees, which just means those spent yeast cells. But after all that, it still maintains a nice tropical note, like let's say pineapple and mango. It does have some honey notes to it, and you can definitely get a level of oak, but it's not an overwhelming level of oak, and just a really good, refreshing Chardonnay that's oat, which I know doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't mean the same thing every time, but this is a really nice, easy drinking Chard. Enjoy. And here is a wine that I think the majority of you are going to enjoy. This is the Garnacha de Fuego. This is the 2014. This is a wine that's put out by Jorge Ordonez, which we've carried a lot of his wines here. It comes out of Saragossa, Spain, which is in Catalayud. And this is the northeast, central corner of Spain in the foothills of Aragon. This is a real hilly area. Vines were planted here in 200 BC by the Romans is when this whole thing started. It's one of the oldest growing regions in Spain. The Muslims shut it down during the Moorish invasion, and then the monks restarted it. And what I love about this wine is, it's got all the great hallmark flavors of Garnacha, or Grenache as the French call it, or the way we call it here. It's peppery, it's spicy, it has just the right amount of oak without it being overwhelming. A great food wine that you could pair with shellfish, or you can go all the way into a big deep steak, but I'm really hoping that you enjoy it as much as I do. And next on the list is the Highway 20 Zin. This is the 2012. Sierra Foothills is where this comes from, Bar Ranch. 93% Zinfandel, 7% Syrah. This is all certified organic fruit. Once again, big hallmark Zinfandel, ripe blackberry, dark fruit, spicy, soft tannins. It almost tastes like they're old vines, but they're not. But it definitely has got that kind of quality to it because of the ripeness on the fruit. But just a great tasting Zin that comes in at a really good price that I think the majority of you are really going to like this. And we have a great Italian effort here. This is the Achille Viglione. This is the 2010. This is a Nebbiolo that comes from Langhe. This comes from Serraluga, which is from Serraluga di Alba, which is up in the northwest corner. It borders with France, pretty close to Monaco. We were talking about this wine with Christine just before we started this video, and talk about big ripe fruits. I mean, this was, Nebbiolo on its own is one of these grapes that's typically harvested a little bit later because it ripens later in the year, but this one seems like it was picked quite a bit later. It does spend 1 year in Slovenian oak, and it does have some rose leather and also some tobacco notes to it. But if you're into really ripe wines, which I know a lot of people are because I'm told that when we're serving the wines, I think this is going to be right up your alley. So you're going to love how this wine is made. I mean, this wine is big, bold. This is the Henry. This is the 2012 Cabernet Sauvignon that comes out of the Henry Vineyard in Napa Valley. These are all UC Davis clones. I believe they use 3 or 4 Davis clones. 21 months on oak, of which 90% is brand new French oak. That's almost unheard of, but it certainly works. This is 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. Has the classic black currant. And Jason and John, if you're listening, this is what black currant tastes like. So if there's any question, this is what you want to try. You want to try this wine, and you want to embed this into your head, because this is what classic black currants are like. This is a real big, intense wine. It's cedary, it's got licorice, it's spicy, and I just absolutely love the way this wine is made, because to me, it reminds me of one of these wines that is still totally handcrafted. They watch every single little detail on the making of this wine, and the proof is in the pudding. When you pour this wine, you go like, wow, you can tell just how real high-end this wine is. So that is the lineup for this week, and I really hope you enjoy it. And just a few announcements to cover off with you folks. We've got live music coming up a week from this coming Saturday on July 23rd. That goes from 6 to 8 p.m. On August 6th, we will have a chili cook-off. We will have a People's Choice, and we will also have a Judge's Choice. If you've got the beans, make sure you call Christine to sign up, because I think this is going to be a great event. It's the first time we've done it. I'm hoping that it continues. It goes from 5 to 8 p.m. on that Saturday, August 6th. If you're not going to enter, just make sure that you come down and help us judge the People's Choice. We've also got Tapas Tuesday coming up in the near future. We don't have a date, but it will be coming up. And then we've also got a high-end tasting that'll be coming up towards the end of the year. I know Christine and Cooper are working with that, and to get you some dates and the actual venue and so forth. But stay tuned for that, because that's another exciting event that we have coming up. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.